everyone. Welcome to Tamela and Taylor's Treat Talk Tuesday, where we talk about and share about everything's treats, business, and life. Not everything, but you get the idea. Welcome today. Today is our demo day, and our lovely co host, Taylor, will be doing a demo, and I will let her introduce herself. I am Tamela, owner of Torlitas, for that sweet and crunchy taste. Torlitas is a dessert company located right here in this great state of Ohio, where we specialize in salty, sweet treats. If you want to know more about me and my business, go to at Torlitas, that's T as in Tuesday, Orlitas. Go ahead. Over to you, Taylor.
Hi, I'm Taylor with Taylor's Kitchen, located in Albion, Michigan, where we make custom treats for your special occasion. Of chocolate-covered strawberries. In particular, I'll be showing you how to do the marbled effect on chocolate-covered strawberries. If you haven't done chocolate-covered strawberries before, I'll talk to you a little bit about the process before I dip them in chocolate. So the part of the video that you will not see is how I clean the strawberries and prepare them before I dip them into chocolate. So what I normally do is I fill up a bowl with cold water and I add in the strawberries, and then I add 1 to 2 tablespoons of baking soda, and I let them sit in the baking soda and water solution for about 3 to 4 minutes before I actually take each one of them out and then pat them dry. And I feel like this helps clean all of the strawberries. Also, one thing that is very beneficial when you are cleaning the strawberries is to make sure you lift up all the leaves at the top, because when the leaves are closer to the strawberries, sometimes they tend to be like brown and you can't really see it until you start to dip the strawberries. So make sure you check all of the leaves and make sure when you're patting them dry that you feel that they are firm and not like mushy, because if you put them in the chocolate, then they will, well, I don't know what the exact word is, but they will get older faster.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know
good.
what the exact word is. Yeah, kind of like when you take a banana out of the skin and it has oxygen. So the chocolate completely covers the strawberry. So, it closes the pores of the strawberry.
Ah,
So, yeah, you don't want nobody to bite into the strawberry and then it be all moldy inside. So make sure you don't serve people any soft, mushy strawberries, okay?
please
Sometimes I had to buy,
thank you from
right,
your customers.
right. Sometimes I had to buy whole other packs of strawberries. And although I was not happy about it, you want to get the best so that you can continue to have repeat customers. All right, so right now I am going to share my screen so you guys can see the demo that we have for today. All right. So here's the demo of the chocolate covered strawberries. Here's what they look like once I set them all out and press them down. You also want to add toothpicks into your strawberries. You can add 1 or 2. I've seen people add 2 toothpicks for the stability so that you don't rip the leaves when you are dipping the strawberries. And so in doing this, it normally takes about a minute for each strawberry to it's just like when you're dipping any other treat, you want the strawberry to like glaze over for it to look dull before you sit it down. And you want it to stop dripping, of course. You want to make sure that you use chocolate that's already tempered. Whenever I'm dipping anything in chocolate, I let it sit I melt the chocolate to the temperature and then I let it sit for 5 minutes before I actually dip any of the treats. And here I am just adding different sprinkles. I did these for last week I had a box. I had a big order. I had chocolate covered strawberries, chocolate covered Rice Krispies, chocolate covered pretzels wrapped in caramel and dipped in strawberry crumble. And so just wanted to show you guys like the process of dipping them. Like I said, it takes about a minute for each strawberry. It takes longer to prep them and melt the chocolate than it actually does to decorate, which is most things. Well, I guess with cake it's the opposite. It takes longer to decorate than it does to prep everything. So here I am just putting different designs on each. This is always the part that takes the longest. Figuring out what sprinkles you want in the different color patterns. I try to have everything set up right there so that it's easier for me to dip all of the strawberries. And so right there what I'm using is like edible glitter. You can use sand and sugar for decorations. You can use little heart. I have some little circles. Uh, and I got all of these from like my local cake supply store. And you can do different techniques. With this one, I put the sprinkles all over the strawberry. With a couple of the first ones, you can see that I put the only off the decoration only off to one side. A leaf fell in the sprinkles. So you can do lots of different things, lots of different designs. But then one of the most important things is to wait for the shine to go away a little bit on the strawberry. You see that it's no chocolate falling into the bowl. All right, and so here's how you do the marbled effect. So I melted 2 different color chocolates, and then I'm just adding them to the white chocolate that I already had. And when you dip the strawberry straight in and you pull it out, you see you'll have this marbled effect. So you can do this with any treat. One thing that I did when I first began was I put just straight food coloring into the chocolate instead of adding a different color of chocolate, and it tastes really disgusting. So if I could give you one tip, it would be do not add just straight food color. Make sure you add a different color chocolate so that you can have that marbled effect. And here is how everything turned out. I painted some of them with gold and drizzled chocolate over the other ones.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What a wonderful demonstration of your chocolate covered strawberries and the sprinkles. I love the tips that you gave. I didn't want to interrupt because it was going so smoothly. I didn't want you to say, huh, what? So that was a great tutorial on how to do that, because a lot of people would love to do chocolate covered strawberries and really don't know how to do it. And it really makes a difference when you have the sprinkles and you really kind of personalize it to your own style. So kudos to you, Taylor. I really appreciate it. And I can just taste it through the screen. Like I just want to bite one.
I'm
So
happy with how
really
they
a great job and great explanation of it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm happy with how they turned out. And the customer was happy with them too. A couple, like I said, it was like a big order. And so I'm happy I got it all done. And maybe I'll put in some pictures of the other things that I did and show you guys how they all kind of like color coordinated for like if you were doing a treat table or something like that, you'll be able to use all of the different things. Like I said, I did chocolate covered Rice Krispies, caramel wrapped pretzels with the yum crumbs, the
Mm-hmm.
strawberry shortcake mixture,
Oh,
and
nice.
so those turned out really good too.
So what would be the shelf life of the chocolate covered strawberries, do you think, or have in your experience?
I believe, in my experience, it is best to dip them that day because you don't know if the client is going to show up. this has
Hello.
happened. This has happened before. But I would say like three days at the maximum. You can dip them before, just because of what I was telling you about how they can get soggy and they could be like not fresh because fresh fruit requires it to have like the oxygen and stuff. But
Hmm.
make sure you keep them chilled in the refrigerator. And just like anything else, depending on what kind of chocolate you use, you can have a hard bite of the chocolate when you use straight chocolate or, the compound chocolate. So that matters too. So whenever you are doing some kind of treat mix, you want to make sure that you are using the best chocolate for whatever you're doing. Like if
Nice.
I use the Merkins chocolate,
Mhm.
and I really like it. It sets up really firm in the refrigerator, but once you leave it, like if you're taking, like for instance, like when you take out a cake like 30 minutes before, so it's like
Mhm.
soft and it's on
Yeah.
room temperature. That's the same thing you want to do with like any treats. Because some chocolate can get super hard and you go to bite into it, you're like, I thought this was a chocolate covered strawberry or something, and you're like breaking your teeth to bite it. So yeah, just depending on what you're doing, just do a little bit of research about the ingredients.
Right. And there is definitely milk chocolate, there's dark chocolate, there is, of course, the white chocolate, and there are different types of chocolate that you can use. Some are the darker chocolates depend on the
Yep.
the cocoa level in it. Some can be very, very bitter, and some people like the bitter chocolate. Some people like the
Hmm.
organic chocolates and things like that. So whoever your audience is, that's who you would cater your definitely your chocolates to.
Yes. I like infused chocolate too, like with the hints of like orange zest and
Oh yeah.
strawberry chocolate and things like that.
Hmm.
Those
And
are
if you
so
wanted
yummy.
to, yeah, and if you wanted to add a flavor, I use LOANN oils for your. You
Yeah,
can't use the water base. The water base will
right,
seize up your chocolate and mess it all up, especially
right.
when it's 2 a.m. and you'd have no more chocolate left.
It
So
sounds
just
like
food for thought. Just word,
sounds
just
like
a tip.
sounds like a personal experience here, Tim.
Back in the day for sure.
Right. And I think we
But
talked about it too on here
mhm,
before about how you can use things such as Paramount crystals because they are
yes.
oil based and they will help to make your chocolate more smooth if your
Hmm.
chocolate is like seizing up. So if you
Hmm.
accidentally put in the the water based food flavoring, you can also add in things like shortening, or you can add in the Paramount crystals. The
Hmm.
shortening makes the chocolate like more oily, so you might want to go with the crystals because they
Paramount
are
crystal.
actually made for that.
That's right. That's right. So, how long did you let, this is one question I wanted to ask you. How long did you let yours set before packaging? Like when you dipped them, did you set
Mhm.
them in the refrigerator? Did you leave them out until it hardened? Depends on the atmosphere, how cool your atmosphere is at the time. Or and then did you package them in a plastic sleeve, or did you put them in a box with decorations, or how did you present your strawberries?
So what I did was I put them in a whenever I dip treats, I normally, if it's a strawberry, I put it into a cupcake liner,
Hmm.
and I use the foil cupcake liners
Oh.
instead of the plastic ones because I've learned to like dip the strawberry fully, but if you don't fully coat the strawberry, it will like leak out. And if you're using a paper liner, then that will cause the paper liner to have like that red strawberry juice on the bottom of it. So
Yes, I just recently experienced that. Someone
yeah,
had given, well, anyway. Yeah.
yeah, that's because they didn't fully cover their strawberries. That's why I like to hold the leaves up and dip it all the way to the like the tip of the leaves, and then let them fall so that they can be fully coated, so that that doesn't happen. Because if you leave the smallest little pinhole, it'll leak the strawberry juices out, and then it'll be on the bottom of the cupcake liners.
So I've seen, and I've done it before, wipe off the bottom, like on the edge of the, so don't do that on the edge of
Yeah,
the bowl or something. Don't do that. Don't scrape it off. So it's kind of like no chocolates on the bottom of it,
you
right?
can you can do that, but you gotta just make sure you look at it, because you might have to dip it twice. And
Mhm.
so you can either dip it twice, or some people have the styrofoam base, and they let the chocolate, like I said, when it loses its shine, that means it won't drip back down. And some people put them on that so that they don't have to sit them on anything, so they don't have like that hard bottom shape.
But
Yeah,
hmm
the foot on the strawberry. So they just have just the shape of the strawberry. And normally you'll see people do it that way who are putting them in like a floral bouquet, or like they're adding them to look like you're presenting somebody with an actual dozen of roses and chocolate covered strawberries. That's how they don't have the foot at the bottom. They let the excess drip off, and then they stick them in the styrofoam to dry.
Okay, here's one thing that I've seen over the past week or two with the chocolate covered strawberries are strawberries that maybe are missing their leaves or they got a little crunchy. What's a good solution for those types of things?
Well, the leaves are going to dry out because they're going to dry out because of the um because you're cutting off the oxygen once again to
Hmm.
the
Like I
pores of
said.
the strawberry. That's why it is best to like try to dip it the day before or the day of. They don't take very long to dry. It just depends on what you had to do. I did mine the day before, um, and so the leaves were still like they look pretty good, but it just depends on how far in advance you do it. And some people just don't want to have the leaves of the strawberry left onto the strawberry, depending on what they're going to do. So
Mm.
some people just take them off altogether.
Okay, that's a good. That's good. That's good. So for someone that loves to do strawberries all the time, every day, put different ornate things on them to really, give it, the bling look or what have you.
Mhm.
I think a good way to expand their business would be, and here's a tip, free of charge. Here's Go and talk to your local grocer where you buy your groceries or where major outlets for where you buy your groceries or restaurants or places they buy beverages, quote unquote.
Mhm.
So you might be able to get a contract with those people for big holidays coming up, or even just on a to complement their menu. Try to go outside your already network of buyers to expand your business if that's what you want to do. So those are some tips. You might have to present some different types of paperwork in a contract way, but it's a
Mhm.
way to get a steady overturn of your product and get your name out there, get your product out there, get volume, buy in bulk. So that brings down your cost. So if you want to know more about that, you can contact me or DM me and we can help you out. Okay.
Yeah. Good tips. Great tips for if you want to expand your business. I feel like with any industry, you can expand. And so it's good
Yes.
to know of different ways to do so.
Yes.
Well, do you have anything else you want to add for this week's episode?
We have some great interview coming up or wait a
Yes.
minute. If you want to be a guest on our show, please go to no, excuse me,
Treat Talk
email
Tuesday.
treattalktuesday@gmail.com or DM us at Tamela Taylor's Treat Talk Tuesday. Treat Talk. Something like that on IG. I it's one of you know what? It's too long. It's, it's too long of an IG. And y'all, okay, just look at whatever is in the box here. All right,
Okay.
I'm out of here. Bye, Taylor.
Wait.
Oh,
I'm Taylor with Taylor's
oh,
Kitchen, located in Albion, Michigan, where we make custom treats for your special occasion. I can be found on all social media platforms at Sweet Spirit Treats. And this is Tamela, who is trying to run away, who did not say her outro.
I'm
Okay.
gonna I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it down on a big card. So I don't know why. I don't know why. Hi, I'm Tamela with Torlitas for that sweet and crunchy taste. If you want to know more about me and my business, please go to at Torlitas, T is in Tuesday, ORLITAS.
And I'm not editing this side of the video. Have
That's
a
okay. I
blessed
don't
week,
care.
guys.
It's me. It's me. Oh, whatever.
Oh,
Y'all don't
Lord,
remember either.
standing
So
in the
just,
need
hey,
of prayer. That's what she was about to say.
yeah,
Bye.
it's me, oh Lord. It's me. It's me. All right. Bye, Taylor.